So the notes I'm looking for right here is D and E flat. Then I resolve on the C, and it bends. It gets out. All right, guys, welcome back, man. So today we're going to talk a little bit about dissonant chords, right? We were talking about before about the fifth degree of any scale, the fifths, the perfect fifth. Remember this? Remember how we said that the fifth degree of every scale sounds good against the tonic being the first note of the scale. So if we went through D Aeolian, which is D natural minor, it would look like this. The fifth would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 5. That pattern is consistent no matter what scale you're in or tonic you're going to use. This is the C. This is the fifth of C. If it was C major, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C natural minor would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pattern's the same everywhere we go except for Locrian. Locrian being the scale that's right before the major scale starts, which would be, let's say we were doing D minor, right? That's the sixth degree. 6, 7, 8. The 8 would be the major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're back to the fifths. But today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about dissonant chords, right? So the fifth resonates against the tonic, always sounds good because it resonates against that vibration. The octave also resonates perfect. The third resonates in its own way. That's the major third. The minor third is 1/2 step down. See how there's a little bit of dissonance there, how they vibrate against each other? You hear that? Listen to the fifth. See how they're almost next to each other? Major third's a little dissonant. Minor third's more dissonant. This would be a second. This is basically the D vibrating against the E. See this? D, E. This is D, and that's E. D, E, F. Hear that strong dissonance? Well, Adam Jones uses this all the time in a bunch of solos. The first one you could really identify it in is in the Stinkfist solo, right? The part that goes, it sounds like it's going like this. Like this. It's not. It's actually going D and this E. Same notes. Right? But now you hear how they get to vibrate against each other, and that's what creates that dissonance. All he's doing is hitting the D and the E by letting them both ring out. See? Then when he goes to the E and he needs to hit the F, which is a minor second, this is the E. He goes E, and the F is right here. It's a little bit of a stretch, but that's where it is. Hear that strong dissonance, that vibration, how they're hitting against each other? Almost sounds like they're crashing, right? So. You get back into that, right? So you can hear the dissonance in it, right? And why you would want to play it like that. Because if I just went, it doesn't have the same feeling. It's missing the ringing, that vibration happening. Another place that this happens is in one of the solos in Tempest. He starts with C, which he could have gone, but you hear how you're missing the dissonant ring between the two. It does then go. Then he goes. Then the next notes are A, B flat. But he doesn't do it like that. He does a dissonant one. You hear the difference? That's why playing those dissonant chords is essential to playing tool music. It's because he loves to use that, right? And then he also does this in one of the solos in Hooker with the Penis, right? The one that goes, where it goes. Then he goes half a step. Then he goes up here to the G. Then here comes the part where it sounds like it goes like this. But he's not. He's doing the dissonant chord thing again. I'm going to play it both ways. You can hear the difference. That's without the dissonant chords. Now I'm going to play it with it. Here we go. So the notes I'm looking for right here is D and E flat. Then I resolve on the C, and it bends. It gets out. So that's it, man. There's a bunch of songs that he does this in, just because this is a really common thing that Adam Jones uses. It's really essential to his sound. That thing of dissonant chords, I love it, by the way, because I don't really hear a lot of people doing it, you know? By the way, if you notice, I don't use tabs, right? I do that on purpose. The reason I do that is because I'm hoping that you guys pick up the instrument and actually start tactilely trying to find where the notes are. So when I say there's an F here and there's an F here, I know that off the top of my head, but after hours and hours of practice, you can develop that exact same thing by doing that, by finding out, okay, oh, there's an F, there's an E, right? By practicing that, you can start identifying the same note in different areas of the fretboard, right? That's why I don't use tabs. I like to make you like work it through, because that's really how you burn it between your ears. All right, man, so that was quick, man. That was just a quick little lesson. I wanted to talk about dissonant chords, what that meant, the major second bouncing against each other, the minor second bouncing against each other, and why that always sounds so good. So thanks for watching, man. If you learned something here at the Tool Shed, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me a follow, tell a friend, you know. Hopefully other people can join along and learn what we're doing here. I think you guys are actually enjoying these little classes. So based on the feedback I'm getting, I'm really happy about that. And I really enjoy your support. And thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Whoops, sorry about that. All right, guys, thanks for watching again, man. Remember to practice today and always be good to each other and yourselves. All right, see you later.